Hello, Muses. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful October evening. My cat Binks. He can hear me no matter where I am, and he comes up and starts yelling at me. But anyway, I'm out here on my front porch this October evening, drinking some more yummy tea. And I wanted to make a video about Preptober. What is Preptober, you may ask? Well, if you are familiar with NaNoWriMo, which is the National Novel Writing Month, which happens every November, it's where I think it's not millions of people now all around the world get together and they try to complete or at least get 50,000 words of their novel or their project completed within the 30 days of November. And so Preptober is prepping for that craziness that's going to happen next month in November. I have been trying to win NaNoWriMo for years, you guys, for years. I've never quite hit that 50,000 word mark in 1 month. So I have yet to win NaNoWriMo, but this year I'm going to do it. You guys, I am going to win NaNoWriMo this year. So I am taking Preptober seriously because I do want to get that under my belt. I want to win NaNoWriMo for the first time. I hope he doesn't jump on my lap. He wants some attention. But anyway, I wrote out a little list of things that I think will be helpful to prepare for NaNoWriMo. A little Preptober list, things that I will be doing, or at least trying to do. But number one on my list is announce your book or project at NaNoWriMo.org. They have a website, and they are a nonprofit, and you can go there. If it's your first time, you sign up for an account. It's free, of course, and you announce your book, what your book or your project's name is. And then you go, whoof, cat. He don't care. He's just going to be a cat. Knock over the tripod. Then you go to a region, find a region, and join that. I am in the Indiana or elsewhere region because they don't have a chapter of NaNoWriMo for Southern Indiana, which is where I am. And I was first couple of years in the Louisville region, but I don't go over the bridge unless I absolutely have to, and especially in November when it's getting dark so early, I'm not going to be driving, or well, I don't drive around that much anyway, my husband does, but he's not going to be driving into Louisville for any events or anything like that. There are some NaNoWriMo sanctioned events around, so join a region, and if you are lucky enough to live next to a place that has events, you can take part in those during the month. I also have some online events that I went to a couple last year. That was fun. Yeah, I love that. So go to NaNoWriMo.org and sign up if you are interested in taking part, writing a book, 50,000 or at least the first 50,000 words in the month of November. So second on my list, which I'm going to be doing, is rereading my outline for the Witch's Gate series. I wrote, gosh, it's probably about 2 years now. Bugs? We have so many bugs out here, and now the spiders have come out, and every time I come out, I walk into a bunch of spider webs. So who knows? I'm glad I'm not afraid of bugs. Except ants. I don't like ants, you guys. They just creep me out. Anyway, I'll be rereading those. I went into pretty good detail, 7-book series outline, and I forgot, of course. I mean, it's been a couple years now. So I'm going to be rereading those outlines to refresh myself with the characters and the plot and everything else. The main character in the first of 3 books is Lilith and Lorcan. I'm sorry, Lilith and Lorcan. You see, I need to refresh my memory. Lilith and Lorcan. Anyway, I'll be rereading that. The first book is called The Hidden Key. I've got names for all of them. Now, those are works in progress, so the names could change. But I'll be rereading that. I'm also going to be writing character sketches for probably, for sure, for Lilith and Lorcan, and probably maybe 3 or 4 other characters in the book, just so I can get them solidly in my brain, and I can work out their personalities and exactly who they are. So I'll be writing character sketches. Something that I thought is fun that I have never done before, but I thought was a fun idea, was to go online and find pictures of celebrities or, you know, art or something of characters that resemble the characters in your book, and print those out and hang them up where you're going to be writing, so that you can be a little more inspired if you're a visual person. Next on my list is download a Word app. I have also not done this before, and you guys know me and technology. We are not friends. So but I'm going to try this year. I have a lot of authors on my Facebook friends list, and so I see their writing apps that they make posts about how many. It's a loud car going down the truck. Usually the vehicles aren't that loud that come by here, but anyway, they make posts during the week of how many words they have written in that day or that week or that month, and I'm going to be getting with them and asking them what the best word count app is, because I think that's pretty handy, and it will hopefully encourage me to keep writing, and especially in the middle of November, when you're like really bogged down and you've got Thanksgiving coming and you're like, oh God, I don't know if I can do this. But I think that will help to see how far. And NaNoWriMo, the website, does have a word counter on it, and they've got a graph and everything, so you can just use that one if you choose. The next on my list is to write a story Bible, and I sort of started one when I very first started writing the Sword of Rhiannon series, and I was just learning how to do all of that, and I really is sad that I did not complete that because it's something that is invaluable, especially if you're writing an epic fantasy. At some point, when I do revisit the Sword of Rhiannon series, I will start from scratch and make a whole new story Bible. It just helps you keep things straight, and I know that there's, oh gosh, I use Word because I've had, oh God, now I can't think of the name. I mean, all the writers, all the writers use this software, and I have it. I've even got the newest version, but and it's really cool. I just haven't buckled down to learn it. Every year I say, yes, I'm going to learn it, and I just don't. So I just use Word, and now the name is escaping me. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. But if you're a writer, you know which program I'm talking about. But that has kind of it's got notes and stuff that you can make a story Bible in that software, and that's cool. I will be typing it up and printing it out and putting it in a 3-ring binder because I'm old, and that's the way I do things. And even for shorter books, because these books I'm trying to stay between 60 to 75K each book, and even though they're kind of on the shorter side, I still want a story Bible because it's very easy for me to get off track and forget things, and I would just rather have it in my 3-ring binder with dividers, and I can flip through and find the information quickly, because if it's on my computer, I will not find it, you guys. I can't. Okay, and so the next thing on my list, I put start living in your world. So especially if you are a pantser and you don't outline, it would be a good time during this October to just start living in your world, living in the characters throughout the month. Really get to know them, what their habits are, what are their pet peeves, what are they doing during the week, and really, put yourself in your world that you're building, and really think about it this month, so that when November 1st starts, I know some people that get up at 12 a.m. and start writing on November the 1st. Like, that is not me. I sleep. I need my sleep. I won't be getting up that early. But if you have been, living in your character, in your world, in your characters' heads for the last month, and here comes November 1st and you are ready to start writing. So that's my little piece of advice. And the second thing I put down is write an outline take the time this month to write an outline if you haven't done it already. If you're a planner, you're either a pantser or a planner, or a little bit of both, which I am. I'm kind of in the middle. My confidence was really struck down by not being able to rewrite, tackle this huge project of rewriting my epic fantasy series, The Sword of Rhiannon. So my confidence took a ding. So with this series, I wrote a pretty detailed outline of all 7 books to try to bolster my confidence. So the next thing on my list is start a writing journal to get in the habit of writing every day. I think this would be helpful, especially if you're not in the habit of writing every day. Let's see, what is it? It's if you're going to write every day, which most of us aren't going to do it every single day, but if you write every day, 1,667 words, and that's not a lot, y'all. Do that every day, once a day in November, and you will have a 50,000 word rough draft by the end of November. So if you're not in the habit of writing every day, I would start keeping a writing journal. And the stuff you can put in there is the stuff that I've been listing, like character sketches and the World Bible, and or what you're feeling about your story, about your characters. Just get in the habit of writing poetry about your book. I love poetry, and that is a super good way to start getting into the habit of writing every day. Free writing. Uh, Look up Orna Ross. I love her. She's a free writing expert, and you can find out what exactly that is and how to use that in your craft. But writing journal. I think that will be helpful for me to get back into the habit of writing every day. And I think that was it. Oh, I also reading about writing. If you are needing some pointers or brush ups about the craft of writing, get into some of those books. I mean, there are a million of them, and I probably own 1,000,001 of them. But some of the ones that I will be rereading or reading for the first time this month, I have a few out here. One of my favorites is by Libby Hawker, and this is Take Your Pants Off. Love, love, love this book. I think it's all going to be backwards here, but I will link all these books below, or I will leave the names and the authors of these books below. She teaches you, and it's a short book, so you can get through it quickly, but she teaches you how to write an outline. And she writes under the name Olivia Hawker. Some of her books, she is my favorite writer. You guys, I absolutely love her. I read everything she writes, so look her up. Another one is by K.M. Wheldon? Come on, I know how to pronounce her name. Kim, but I cannot pronounce it today. It's Creating Character Arcs. This is really good. I'm going to be rereading this one. It really goes into I'll read it. The Masterful Author's Guide to Uniting Story Structure, Plot, and Character Development. I loved it the first time I read it, and I need to remember, so I will be rereading it. Another good one is by Jay Thorne and Zach Bohannon. The three-story method. This is technical, but it's really, really good information. I'll be rereading that one. This one I have not read yet, but I've had it for a while and I want to read it. So this is by Larry Brooks, and it's called Story Engineering. Oof, can you see it? Story Engineering. Mastering the 6 core competencies of successful writing. Another cute one that I will be rereading is by Sasha Black. It's a workbook, How to Craft Superb Villains, 13 Steps to Evil. I love her. She's fun. And the book is super short. You can read it in a day. Very cool. The last one I have is by Marcy Kennedy, and it's a deep point of view. This really helps you in your character development. It really helps your characters come alive. She gives some really good pointers, things that you might not think of. But anyway, that is my reading list for the month, and my list of things that I will be doing for Preptober, getting ready to win NaNoWriMo for the first time. NaNoWriMo 2023. Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this year, you guys. So look for more writing videos on how my Preptober is going, and then into November, how NaNoWriMo is going. See if I survive. So leave a comment below and tell me if you are going to be doing NaNoWriMo this year, and if so, what's your project, what's your book called, and if you are doing anything for this Preptober to prepare for NaNoWriMo. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for spending the evening with me. I hope it's getting it's getting kind of dark, so I hope the lighting is okay. I was too lazy to drag my hoop light out here and plug it in and everything, because you've got to, it doesn't plug into the wall or anything. You've got to plug it into my laptop, or I don't know. All that stuff is beyond me. So I hope the lighting's go okay. I hope you can see this. But again, I will I'll put the NaNoWriMo website down below, and I will have a list of all these books and the authors, so you can check them out. Okay, you guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.